I've been hearing a lot of good things about the women's sports team.
Yeah, you have. And our sports reporter, Ruiz is here to tell us more about them. Ruiz, what's going on in sports?
Looking back at this summer, after being ranked number 1 in the polls for most of the season and dropping to 5th in the pre-tournament rankings, the women's lacrosse team ended their historic season after losing to Boston College 12-11 with a minute and 42 seconds left in overtime during the quarterfinals in the NCAA tournament. Following the abrupt end to the women's swimming and diving season, Stony Brook has hired Carrie Smith, who served as assistant coach with the Yale swimming and diving program for the past 3 seasons. The swim team also welcomes transfer Kylie Dannon, who spent her first 2 years of her career at UMBC. Dannon is a great addition to the team, as she qualified for all her events finals in the America East Championships her freshman and sophomore year. The Seawolves are set to dive into the pool for the first time since January on October 27th in a tri-meet against Sacred Heart University and LIU Brooklyn. And now let's look at this week's sports recap. The men and women's cross-country teams both took wins this past weekend as they both placed first in the Woofy Invitational. Junior Cameron Avery was the top finisher for the Seawolves, running 25 minutes and 17 seconds over 8,000 meters. On the women's side, senior Annika Sisson finished first with a time of 18 minutes and 29 seconds over 5,000 meters. Both teams will head to Boston College next Friday for the coast-to-coast battle set to begin at 3 p.m. Men's soccer played 2 games this week. They first took on St. Joseph's on Wednesday and won 2-1. On Saturday, they were on the road and ended up in a 1-1 tie against Siena. After a cancelled game against NJIT on Thursday, the women's soccer team dominated the field against Wagner in its home opener on Sunday, beating the Seahawks 4-0. Sophomore midfielder Chelsea DePonte scored the first goal for the Seawolves in the 23rd minute. Despite the rainy weather, the football team shined on the field, beating Bryant 50-21 after a devastating loss to Air Force the previous weekend. The final touchdown of the game came from senior running back Jordan Gowans with 5 minutes and 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Seawolves will be on the road to face Fordham next Saturday at 6 p.m. That's all for this week's sports. Back to you guys.